Are you ever wondering why you cannot get ahead financially? Why you are seemingly always at a place where you are unable to move the needle forward in financial freedom for yourself and your family? Well, in today's video, I am going to give you 15 things that are keeping you broke. But you know me, besties, I'm not only going to give you these reasons, but I'm also going to give you tips on how you can break that I'm broke barrier. Let's get into it. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. If you are a returning bestie, hey girl, hey, thank you for coming back to another video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Let's hop into it. The first thing that's keeping you broke is image is everything. Keeping up with the Joneses. Unfortunately, we are at a place where the season with social media, with the circles that we run in, you know, we want to live the soft life. We want everything to be aesthetically pleasing, all these things. But to some of us, our image really matters based upon what other people see that we have. When we talk about material things, what we're wearing, our shoes, our clothes, our hair, our makeup, our bags, our cars, all of those things really matter to the individual. So unfortunately, they will go broke with purchasing those things so that when people on the outside of their home see them, they have this thought in their mind that they're doing really well financially and that they are in a great place. And it is unfortunate, but it makes that person who's going out to spend all their money to have this certain image, it makes that person feel a sense of completeness, makes them feel like, you know, hey, I'm all of that because these people who live outside of my four walls, because these people normally their homes are a mess, they don't own anything at home, or, you know, bills are a mess. These are the things that people cannot see. But the things that the people can see, that is what fulfills them. So if this is you and you are that person, I really encourage you to possibly maybe look into counseling and see, like, what is that deep rooted in? Why is it that your image is so important to people that is causing you to remain at a deficit financially? So that would be my tip for that. Thing number 2 that's keeping you broke. And this kind of stems from number 1, but it is like being a label freak. Some people, especially in the circles and the places that I'm in, these people are label freaks. Everything has to be a label that someone can recognize, and that label has to be of a certain name. But then also luxury brand names. Like, people feel like if you are wearing these things that it makes you a better person, or that, you know, people see you as this amazing person because you are rocking all of these labels. And some people will go broke with purchasing labels, and that is it. So my tip for that will kind of be the same as in tip number 1. Kind of find out where that's deep rooted in, because you're trying to compensate for something. Maybe it's how you grew up and you just didn't have, and now that you are able to somewhat have because you can obtain the thing, you want that validation from people who you don't even know, and that just fills a void in your life. So I really encourage that you seek some type of help. And if you don't want to go that far, that you look within to see, like, why does other people's opinions matter so much to me to where I'm going broke to obtain these things. The third thing that's keeping you broke, unfortunately, is not being able to make a sacrifice. I hear this a lot when I'm doing my no spend challenges. A lot of people comment on various reasons of why they're unable to not spend for a period of time. But the number 1 reason is because of someone's birthday. I don't really understand it, but some people are like, it's my birthday, I can't do it this month. And so in my personal opinion, I feel as though those people are not really serious, because anything can cause them to not want to make that sacrifice in order to push them forward in their finances. But what I would recommend that you do, if this is something that you really want to do, you really want to be that person who can sacrifice, is attach your why to the reason why you are making the sacrifice. Have a goal that you want to achieve and break that goal down. I talk about that in various different videos that I have, where if you're trying to obtain a goal, your why is really gonna be able to help you to make that sacrifice. Number 4, not managing your money. I don't care how you manage it. I don't care if you manage it by an app, by paper, you're on a budget, you're on a spending plan, whatever way is best for you. I recommend that you manage your money in some kind of way. But there are some people who don't manage their money at all. The craziest thing that I've heard, and I kind of understand it, how, because I've been here before, where people feel as though they don't make enough money to budget. And that is a warped way of thinking. We think that only those people who have a good amount of money to work with are able to budget. But once you start budgeting, even when you don't have enough or you're in debt, you have past due bills and things like that, you are going to work your way out of that broke situation. So manage your money in any way that you feel is best for you. There are many different ways that you can manage your money. I recommend that you find what's best for you and then actually working it. But not managing your money at all by any way, it's definitely keeping you broke. Number 5, not having a savings plan. We have to save money, and sometimes we look at the big number and we think that we are unable to save, because it's like, whoa, how can I save $10,000? I can't do that. But in actuality, you can do it if you break it down in small bite-sized pieces. There are tons of channels here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, where people are saving large amounts of money by doing savings challenges. So whatever is comfortable for you, I recommend that you start saving money. If it's $5 a week, $10 a week, $20 every time you get paid, if it's however you find a fun way to do it. Maybe that's the reason why you can't save money, because you're like, saving money is boring. I just have the money going into my savings account and then I take it right back out and then I spend the money. Find a way that's gonna be a stickable way. Let me say that. Find a stickable way so that you can stick to it and start saving money. That way you can get yourself out of being broke. Number 6, I love this one, staying in debt. The more debt we have, the longer we have debt, the more debt we have, the longer and more we're just gonna be broke. You cannot get ahead in life having debt that you are not working to pay off and you're only just paying the minimum payment. I am currently on my debt-free journey, and I realized that I was paying almost $1,000 in minimum payments alone monthly on debt. There's no way that I was gonna be able to move to a better place financially by staying in debt. So I recommend that you come up with a debt-free plan, come up with a way on how you can get out of debt. If you want to follow my journey, I really encourage that you do. I do offer the debt-free journey workbook that is going to assist you with getting out of debt. I just uploaded my 6-month update on my debt, so watch that if you need some type of encouragement. But staying in debt is going to keep you broke. Not having an emergency fund also is a killer, and it's keeping you broke. It's kind of like not having a savings plan, but not having an emergency fund for when certain things come up, like you might need a tire because that blew out. Something might go out in your home that you need to fix. Just any type of emergency that comes up. If you don't have a savings for that, then a lot of times you're taking the money that you need to spend on other things to be able to take care of that emergency, and it's just always gonna keep you broke. So I recommend that you find a way to save for that emergency fund. Find out how much money you need for an emergency fund. You can start off with $500, start off with $1,000 and save that money. It's tax time right now. So if you ever come into a lump sum of money, just take that money and put it to the side so that you can start your emergency fund. The 8th thing that's keeping you broke is not having investments. And when I talk about investments, I don't only just mean like investing in the stock market or anything like that, but I mean like investing in anything, like investing in a business for yourself, investing in a home, like the purchase of a home, investing in the stock market if you know how to do that. Just find something that you can invest in that can grant you a return. So I have finally purchased my home, where that is an investment. So if I ever need money, or if I ever get to a place where I'm just strapped, I can sell my home, then I can receive a return from that. But not investing in anything and you're just out here living pro bono, like, and you're just not investing in anything, that's going to keep you broke. The 9th thing that's keeping you broke is being influenced easily. And this can be from not only social media, ads, commercials, and things like that, but that could even be from your friends and family. Unfortunately, I've been that person before where, you know, if I'm around a group of people and I see certain things that I like, and you know, I am admiring that, I will tend to go out and purchase that thing or something similar to it because I was easily influenced, or just by mere conversation and things like that. So being easily influenced will definitely keep you broke, because I'm influenced every day, okay? I'm influenced every single day. I'm not even gonna lie. It's always something I'm like, oh, that's cute, I want that, I want that. But I had to get that under wraps, and I had to look at my personal situation and say, okay, I don't want to be broke. I want to get to this place financially. So I cannot be easily influenced to just go out and spend money for whatever reason. So I would definitely say my recommendation for that is, if you cannot deal with that on your own personally, like unsubscribe from your favorite retail apps, talk to your friends and family. I think they call it loud budgeting. Like, let them know, hey, don't talk to me about this, this, and this, because you will influence me. Get a part of groups where you can be influenced to save, influenced to pay off debt, influenced to invest. Like, if you're easily influenced and you don't want to be influenced the wrong way, be influenced at least the right way by following people that will encourage you to do the best thing for your money. But we don't want to be broke by being easily influenced the wrong way. The 10th thing that's keeping you broke is, unfortunately, having a poor mindset about money. There are more people than you think who just don't believe that they are able to make it ahead financially. They just have a poor thought about money. They think that you get money, you spend money to pay your bills and eat and things like that, and that's just it. They don't understand that if you change your mindset about money, then that can really sometimes change the trajectory of your finances. So when people have that poor mindset about money, it is definitely, I mean, it's not much you can do, and it's going to keep you at a broke state. Living paycheck to paycheck. This probably should have been number 1. But if you are spending the same amount of money that you are making, that means that you don't have any money for anything else. No money to save, no money to invest, no money to propel your finances forward, because you're spending just as much as you're bringing in. So what I would recommend for that is to cut down your spending. Like, look and see what can you cut out of your budget, what can you stop spending money on. And hey, maybe it's for a season that we talked about, but you want to be able to get ahead financially so that you're not living paycheck to paycheck, and you have money to be able to spend on propelling yourself forward. So the 11th thing was living paycheck to paycheck. Number 12 is not increasing your income. Sometimes that is really the answer, to increase our income. But once we increase our income, we're not going to increase our spending. We're just going to increase our income so that we can do the other things that we need to do. And you can do that by various ways. You can go get another job. You can work overtime. You can start a side hustle. But in whatever way that you feel is comfortable for your life, increasing your income is going to be major to your financial situation, and it is going to cause you to stop being broke. And then of course, just living beyond your means, which is basically like living paycheck to paycheck. You know, unfortunately, I see far too many times where people are really living beyond their means, like in a major way. Like, I'm like, why are you paying a $600 to $700 car note, but you're only making $50,000 a year? Or you're only making $40,000 a year, but your car note is $700. To me, I don't get it. I don't understand. Not my business. All I'm saying is, when you are living beyond your means, it is going to keep you in a state of being broke. What I would recommend is that you really take a look at your financial portfolio. You take a look at everything and you look and see, okay, this is how much I can make. This is really how much I could afford. And then you bring everything down to that so that you can get ahead. So the 14th thing that's keeping you broke, I hope I'm not out of the numbers, but the 14th thing that's keeping you broke is not having the knowledge. Knowledge is power. And I know that we hear that and we think like, what? Knowledge is power. When we know better, we can do better. Sometimes we may need to pick up a book and read it, listen to a podcast, whatever financial person or whomever financial person that you trust, follow them, pick up tips and tricks. And I'm always still learning. Right now, I'm trying to learn about credit. And so I'm heavily listening to people that I think I can trust, or I'm also going to Google and I'm looking up things and I'm trying to figure this whole thing out for myself so that I really know how to build credit, not just based upon what I'm hearing, but I'm doing my own research. Knowledge is power. If you know better, you can always do better. So if you feel like you're in a place where you just don't know, Google is going to be your best friend. YouTube University is going to be your boo. Following those people who are influencing you to do better is always going to be a great thing. So the more you know, the better you can do. So increase your financial knowledge. The last thing, and I am going to give you a bonus because you guys know I love giving you bonuses, but the last thing is not planning for your future. So we talked about like having an emergency fund and saving and things like that. But if you don't have a plan for your future, like a financial plan, you're always gonna be broke. So what I would recommend is that you sit down and you can just write this out very easy. Take a plain piece of paper and write out, where do you want to be in 1 year financially? How much money do you want to have saved in 1 year? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Do you eventually want to own a home? Do you eventually want to bring in more money? Like, have a financial plan for your future. So here's your bonus. What you speak is powerful. I once had a friend who would always say, "Ooh, girl, I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke." Like it was a song, "I'm broke." And I'm like, you can't keep speaking that you're broke, because that has power over your life. The power of life and death is in your tongue. So it's very important that you do not pronounce being broke over your life. It's very important that you are just not always at a broke mindset, because yes, that is going to keep you broke. You have to believe that you are worthy enough to not be broke. You have to believe that you deserve more. You have to believe that you deserve financial freedom, that you deserve savings, that you deserve investments, that you deserve owning, that you deserve a life full of prosperity and wealth and being able to give to others. You have to believe that in your heart. But if you don't really believe it, then every single tip that I've just given you, every reason and a solution to it, is not going to help you, because in your heart you don't believe it. So I will challenge you, if you are that person who's just like, I don't believe that I can save money, I challenge you to start saying to yourself, I can save money. I can do this. I'm not going to be broke for the rest of my life. I'm not broke now. I am in a transitional period. But the power is in our mouths. And so do not pronounce brokenness over you, death over you. Don't pronounce those things over you. And really believe, if you are faith-filled, if you believe in Christ, okay, if you believe in Jesus, pray that that is no longer your situation. Faith without works is dead. So work it, but pray every day. Make that your prayer. God, I don't want to be in this place anymore. And I want to believe that I can do these things. So that is my last tip. I need you to believe that you don't have to be broke, that is not your life. Broke ain't you, okay? I hope all of these tips were helpful. I hope that this video was helpful. Please leave down in the comments, especially if you made it this far. I want you to leave some praying hands in the comments, but also leave down in the comments if there are any other reasons that you can think of that's keeping either you broke or other people broke, but also leave a solution on how we can get out of this broke mindset. But until the next video, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure your notification bells are on so that you know anytime I drop a new video. Make sure you're subscribed. Share with a friend or family member who you feel can possibly benefit from this video. And I will see you in the next video. Go be great, besties. Peace out.
Do you believe straight from a party?